Every year, at the beginning of the year, people try to change. They try and make a change because it's New Year's resolutions. And they try as hard as they can. However, once it gets too hard, they quit. And they wait all the way until next year, until the beginning of next year, as if that, the beginning, starting at the beginning of next year will make a difference, as if it makes a difference if they start right now or at the beginning. And yet they quit again, and another year passes by, years, so year after year passes by, and their life never changes, and they never accomplish anything in their life. And this is the same story for many young men nowadays. Their life is shit, they feel depressed, they try to change it, they get that 3 a.m. motivation, they hit some push-ups, they're doing so well, and then the next morning, once they're not motivated, they quit. Their lives continue and they die without ever truly living. And I was part of this. Group of young men, and it wasn't until I found self-improvement that I truly made a change in my life. In which I realized that all the BS that we were told as little kids, that we have to find our passion and do what we love and find the job that we love, and that way it'll feel like you never worked a day in your life. I realized that all of this is BS. This is not happiness. This is not how you find happiness. And there is no dream job. Everybody dies, but not everybody lives. As kids, we are told that we need to find our passion and find the job that we love, because if we won't, we'll never be happy, right? Wrong. This is the thing with so many young men and the overall society nowadays, that they've been brainwashing, and they brainwash kids into thinking that they have to work a job or else they'll never be happy, and this is the only way to be happy. You have to get a career and you have to study, and this is the only way, and if you don't work the job that you're passionate about, then you'll never be happy. This is the only way for you to be happy, because no one else has ever been happier by going through any other route, right? So therefore, kids grow up thinking that if they study very hard and they get a career, then they will be happy and they'll reach actual fulfillment. However, you're not meant to do what you love. You're not meant to, if you don't like it, if you don't feel like it, then you shouldn't change it. And we're all beautiful, and you should always do what you love. If you don't love it, then don't do it. Do what you love. Do what you love. Do what you love. Do what you love. Because what this makes people think is that if they don't love what they're doing, then they shouldn't do it, right? If I don't like studying, then I shouldn't do it. If I don't like hitting the gym, then I shouldn't do it. If I don't feel like getting up today, then I shouldn't do it, right? Because I'm perfect the way I am, and I'm enough, and I should only do what I love, right? What I'm passionate about. Wrong. No. In order to achieve real things in life, you must do the complete opposite, actually. You must do what you don't want to do. This is what too many people don't understand, that it is the complete opposite. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do. It's not what you love. It's not what you want. I'm not saying that you're supposed to work a job and you fucking hate all your life. Of course not. I'm a complete advocate for pretty much shitting on the education system. The education system is trash. Working jobs 40 hours a week is trash. However, in order to truly achieve things in life and reach your goals, and if you want to make more money and buy a nice car and travel and have financial freedom, you must do what you don't love. Especially when you don't feel like it. And I don't mean that it has to be something that you completely hate, but you have to do it even when you don't feel like it. This is how you get shit done, because this is discipline. And before you achieve great things in life, you must learn these things. You must learn these basic health knowledge, social skills, confidence, public speaking, things like this, which will actually help you in life. Because too many people nowadays think that if they get a job and a career, like I already said a million times, that they'll be so happy. However, before they do these things, they must learn self-improvement, because self-improvement is beautiful. I used to be one of these kids that I used to believe that that the reason why I wasn't happy is because I hadn't found my passion. It is not because of this. I learned now ever since I started self-improvement, that happiness is a choice. And it's not that I hadn't found my passion. I knew what made me happy. What made me happy was right there. What made me happy was having the freedom to enjoy my time with my loved ones, to work on my goals and become better, become stronger, progress as a man. This is what made me stronger. And I'm speaking to you, a young man, because you relate with this message. You know that you don't want to go through the education system. You don't see yourself going through that path. I'm not saying that it's bad. However, before you even go through that, and before you even try and get a career because you think that what's gonna make you happy, you must learn these basic things. I'm not satisfied. I'm happy, but I'm not satisfied. Chase goals. Set big goals. If you want to get the career and if that's truly what you want, then yeah, go for it. But if you're not sure, and if you're just choosing a career because your parents are pressuring you, or because society tells you that it's the right thing to do, no. Work harder in something else. Work harder in these basic things. And this goes to people even if you're going to college or not, because this is what happens with society, that it thinks that teaching these specific as little things about this specific subject is going to help these young men in the future. It is not. All that they're doing with this is creating more workers because they need people in these specific jobs. They don't care about what you actually love to do. They don't care about what you want. All they want is another worker. And this is obviously convenient for them. They need the specific thing, so they're going to teach you this. Go down this route so that you can work for me and I can make you think that you're making more money, but in reality, I'm getting this money back. And you're only going to keep on making me more money. And you think that you're making money because you have this high school diploma or this degree, which is so amazing. Because the education system shouldn't be focusing on this shit. It should be focusing on teaching young men basic skills, which is going to help them in the future in real life situations, regardless if they're working or if they're actually going to go down the education system, get a career or not. Basic things like discipline, normal physical as well as mental health, social skills, public speaking. And you might be like, oh, well, you need basic things and you need, and schools do teach public speaking. But in reality, they don't. Yeah, they might teach these things from time to time, but they don't focus on this. And yeah, of course you need to learn addition and multiplication and basic shit, of course you fucking do. But you don't need to spend 12 years of your life learning specific ass shit that you're gonna completely forget about 1 or 2 years after you graduate from high school. You're better off through self-improvement. And I say this because young men as well as anyone else needs to learn these basic things. Social skills, physical as well as mental health, building their physique, building confidence, building good money, basic financial skills. And I say this because I've gone through this, I've experienced this. I'm a lot happier right now than I've ever been. And it's not because I chose a career or because I studied harder. Of course not. It was because of delayed gratification. I decided to start taking care of myself, hit the gym, improve my mental health, and even start my own business. Because I know that this is what I want. It's not going and getting a career or getting college. I decided to actually be real with myself. And I speak to you, a young man that relates with this message and doesn't want to learn, doesn't want to be influenced by all those weak people that like to cope and be like, oh no, we're all beautiful that we are, and you should love what you do, find your passion. All this bullshit. Don't believe everything that people tell you. Have critical thinking skills. Hit the gym. Become stronger physically as well as mentally. Just read, journal, meditate. Work in a business. Hit the gym hard. Build a physique that you want. Build confidence, because this is beautiful. And I wish this for you. Because just imagine that life that you could have. Look at the light at the end of that tunnel, of that dark tunnel that you may be going through right now. And even though it might be uncomfortable and hard right now, you will be giving yourself a much better, more amazing life. Trust me that in the future, you will look back and you'll be so grateful that you worked hard, especially when you didn't feel like it, especially when you were tired. Think about this and do it for your future self.